If you drive to school, you clearly know Grigori has major parking lot issues. On busy school mornings, the parking lots are filled, which means that some students will not be able to get parking spots. The fill-up is partially due to our parking pass system. There are currently 47 students still on the wait list for a parking pass this year. For some students, driving to school isn't a choice, it's their only option. And it's impossible for sophomores who get their licenses in the spring to drive to school because this wait list begins in November. More and more students have been driving to school without a parking pass, knowing that it's the only way they can park at school. Last year, the school tried to fix parking issues with new passes, and while that fixed some issues, parking problems remain at Grigori. Campos don't ticket cars without passes every day, which leads to some students who park without passes feeling like there's no consequences at all to not having one. Last Monday, there were 58 students parked in student lots without a pass. This means that students with passes may have more trouble getting a spot, and that there are more people parking at school than we have room for on a daily basis. Every spring, students can't find parking or get a pass, and every year, no permanent solutions are proposed. What Grigori really needs is a new parking lot. The 2 student lots we have now just aren't capable of meeting the demand of student drivers in their cars. This isn't an issue of space to adding a parking lot, it's an issue of priorities. Everyone sees that large space of grass by the J building that's going unused. The original blueprints of the school have a performing arts center there, but there's no plans for this to be built, and none in the near future. And by the gym, there is a large cement area that could easily fit a parking lot. Original blueprints call for a swimming pool, but again, this is an expensive project that is not happening in the near future. Now, I'm all for adding new art centers or pools to make our campus a better place for students, but in the long term, Grigori would be a better place if there was more parking. To our administration, this problem isn't going away. If nothing gets done, we'll be in the same position next year, and the year after that, and the year after that. Students should not be kept from driving to school. Students should not have to circle the parking lot for a spot, making them tardy for first period. Students should not be on a 47-person wait list. Adding a new parking lot for the next school year would be an expensive undertaking, but when a cost would eliminate the many parking issues we face now, it's worth the price.